So earlier today, Baylor men's basketball picked up a commitment from yet another elite player, high-level player, Tounde Yessoufou, who joins us on 365 Sports. Tounde, thank you very much for joining us live with Craig and Paul and David Smoke. So you had a lot of decisions to make, highly coveted player. What was the decision? Why Baylor?
The reason why I picked Baylor is the whole staff. They're all genuine. They welcome me with open arms, and it felt like home right away when I stepped on campus. Seeing the practice, it was amazing. I can tell the coach trusts the coach trusts the players to just play the right way, and I decided I wanted to be a part of it, and also just because Coach Scott Drew have been, to that same position for 23 years, it means a lot. It's not easy to see coaches like that being there but for that long and still, winning and all that stuff. Plus, they have won a championship NC2A in 2021, so he definitely knows how to get there, and I chose to be part of it and just, being a part of the winning culture with him.
You sound like a very happy guy, Tounde, and I would say that meshes with Scott Drew pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I would say I usually don't get excited a lot that much. I always think about the next step and all that stuff. I'm still thinking about it, but I feel pretty good about my decision, and I'm super, super happy to just, be, like I said, be a part of that program and just be around those great people.
When was the first time you ever met him, and what was that like?
Actually, the reason how things work was way different. So basically, I realized that with all those offers I have got, I never had a Baylor offer. And I was talking to, I think before my AAU or during my AAU, my coach was asking me because a lot of coaching was, reaching out to him and all that stuff. And he told me which program do I see myself playing at and stuff. So I named certain schools, but I precisely said Baylor in it. And he was like, I can test them and see what they think about you, because they probably also think that because you're in California, you probably would never end up by coming to Texas and all that stuff. But I really like the program since the beginning. So since then, he reached out to me, and we have a Zoom call. I really like all of them. They're all super genuine people, and not like other school wasn't genuine, but it just feel right for me, and it was real. It felt real.
Did you talk to anybody else, former players at Baylor, who have been recruited or played at Baylor in any way?
So actually, I haven't call someone and talk to them. I went to the visit, talking to some coaches. Obviously, my boy VJ over there. I talked to VJ. I talked to Jeremy. All of them when I went to the visit, and all of them seemed happy. It's not just because they're saying it, but the look on their face and how they interact between each other and all that stuff. It felt like brotherhood, and I was like, yeah, that's something I wanted to be a part of.
You are a native of Benin in Africa. You've been over here for a couple of years. Did you play basketball before you moved, or how long have you been hooping?
I've been hooping since 9 years old. Honestly, I've been playing basketball back home, but yeah, man, when I moved here, it was another story. It was really hard for me to even get to the point that I am today, because long story short, but when I came to the US, I was super sick actually. So my first game, I almost died of malaria, because I had malaria before I came here. So I had to go to emergency to a hospital for them to treat me and all that stuff. So right when I left the hospital, I promised myself to do everything to make myself successful at any type of way. But basketball-wise, regardless of whatever is going on, I still will push myself hard and play hard, because one thing is I don't take the game for granted. The game have offered me a lot of opportunities, and is my way to give it back, to just play the right way and play hard.
So malaria, I mean, that's some serious business right there. Was there ever a point that they were completely worried about, like, your entire life at all, or is it you were just really sick?
Yeah, honestly, the doctor told me I was actually the first case that they had to deal with. So, and also they said I had pretty good chance. I had a chance to survive at that point because I was the first case, so they didn't know how to treat it. And I usually, when it happened to me like that, I usually never say take me to the hospital, but it was really really bad at the point that I say take me to the hospital. So yeah, I would say the doctor and my whole family at that time was kind of scared about my life a little bit, and I was scared too at some point. But yeah, I fight through it, and I take the best out of it because for me, is from every struggle come from success. So I took that struggle as an obstacle in my life, and just moving past forward, but never think back again, and just every time step on the floor, being grateful that I'm playing the game that I love.
That's awesome. I had somebody send me a scouting report on you. You tell me, stop me if I'm wrong. Baylor fans, this is from Ashley, who's he covers Baylor men's basketball and a huge a booster of the program. Baylor fans better get ready because the Big Bear is coming to town. 6'10" wingspan, will probably be the best defender on the team when he steps on campus. An incredible motor, rebounder, scores in different ways, good ball, a good passer, and ball handler. That's a pretty darn good recruit. That's a critique of your game.
Yeah, 100%. And for me, it's just the small pieces of what I'm gonna become and what I need to develop on. Because for me to be great, I need to work really, really hard. And I know I have that motor 100%, and I have that anger in me that I always want to be the best. So, yeah, man, like I say, Baylor fan, they better be ready because the Big Bear is really coming to wake up. He's about to.
Is that a nickname you have, or is that part of what people call you, the Big Bear?
No,
okay.
Usually people call me the Big Dog because usually people call me like I'm a pit bull, or I play like Kobe mentality, and that's always my mindset every time I step on the floor is just having the Kobe mentality. And there's some that I'm just born like that, so there's nothing nobody can like stop me from doing. And when I put myself and my heart to something that I want to do, I always accomplish it. But yeah, I was super excited to just being the part of the Bears program. So yeah, that's the reason why I find that way to show them how really, really I'm excited. So that's why I said the Big Bear is coming to town.
Yep. What was the reaction when you made it official you were committing to Baylor?
I would say everybody was happy. I was relieved at some point because I already knew for a little bit, couple weeks now, that that's where I wanted to go. But at the same time, I talked to my mother, and everybody give me the time to still process it and still think, figure if that's really, really where I want to go and not going through the motion. So, I was really happy and relieved at the same time, and everybody was really happy for me.
Well, it sounds like it, and obviously what Scott Drew and company have done, it's impressive. To have you, as you mentioned, a lot of people thought because all the offers around the West Coast, et cetera, that maybe that was a long shot. It says a lot about what Baylor and the staff have done as well. Tounde Yessoufou, did I say that correctly?
Yes, 100%.
Well, we do our homework too, and I can't thank you enough for joining us. I know it was late notice. Congratulations on your day. Look forward to seeing you play, watch you do your last year, and then be a part of the Big Bear coming to town next year.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you very much. Tounde Yessoufou, thank you very much for his time. It's a big-time commitment yet again with Baylor and Scott Drew.